face vase. So some of us, when we look at this image, it's interesting that we immediately see one of the two. And that first one, which is it, the face or the vase? Not that it matters, but how you make that switch always to identify the simplicity of the shapes as they look here. In this case, they would be silhouettes. So we have the silhouette, the silhouettes of two profiles in the white or the vase in the red. So keeping this in mind, you know, that optical illusion, today we're going to start right off the bat with a drawing. So again, we're going to do timed drawings. This first one, you can try maybe to fit 3 or 4, 5 even per page. We're going to do some of those 1 minute, 2 minute drawings. So if you need to, I'm going to go ahead and use the whole page for this one. So it's just easier. We looked at some of those measurement, arrangement, things to look for in order to get proportions, some pointers on how and where to put the lines. So here I'm going to just see it as the middle, and I'm going to start right there. And once again, it's how do I simplify? I could easily go from here to here to here, here, and here. And I can really simplify it into sharper angles without having to worry too much about the curve first. And again, one of the things we really are going to focus on today is if this shape here at the top, this bottom of the curve that becomes like a little edge as well, I want to identify this relating to the whole. So is it, if I were to draw a line straight down from it, does it line up with this edge, or is this edge of the shape further out, or is it further in? And I mean to here or to here. So obviously it's further out. Now, how much in relationship? And again, it's me drawing these imaginary lines, visualizing them, so I could then connect them with a little more simplicity and have that. Which always trying to simplify what you're looking at. Let's go to number 2 here. So you're going to see it immediately. What's going to happen? Oops. It goes here. So we're looking at this. Now we're looking at this. So some of us immediately go, I know what it is. Our brain is just too clever. And that is the step that I want you guys to be careful with. Once we identify it, we tend to make up information. So let me continue here. And I'm going to try to follow the negative space. So when I look at this image that is on screen, I have no reference for the back. I'm actually working from just what's on screen. So I'm going to just look at the angle, the size, the proportion. I could always do what I did earlier, which is simplify by making sharper angles and give myself kind of a map. Notice that is way lighter. So then, because our tendency is wanting to always just begin to add all of these details that for us will define and finish our drawing. What I really want you to focus on today is the angle, the size, the length, and if you can find relationships. For example, this shape here, which I'm not going to use the word. How does it relate to, for example, these types of lines? And if you can see that, if this is farther out or too far in, it's going to throw it off. So mostly the angles. When you begin to look at curvatures, you're going to try your best to actually look at the shape. So in this last part here, for example, instead of me trying to draw what I would imagine is, I'm going to say it, a hand holding a cane, I'm actually trying to draw this red shape, which would be the face or vase. reference that I did earlier. So you can actually, you have the amazing talent of seeing both. And once you recognize it, it's harder to unthink of it. So switching over to drawing the red shapes, and then you can actually judge the shapes of the red without recognizing that it is a man with a hat holding a cane. So that is going to be the trick for today. And then we just look at what it was. So this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to get started right away with our series of today. We're going to do 10 of these. So the first 10 are going to be 2 minutes.